Hey now, so it's still Sunday, still wearing the same shirt, but we're moving on to a new Hall of Famer, Orlando Cepeda. So, real quick story about Orlando Cepeda. In 1994, I was in, maybe it was in 1993. I was in San Francisco. I definitely went to the game. No, it's August 1993. I was at the game in San Francisco. We went to Candlestick Park, and it was freezing. I mean, freezing. They were renting blankets. I remember Mark Twain, I think his quote is, the coldest winter I ever spent was the summer in San Francisco, but I digress. So they had this huge campaign in Candlestick Park, like Elect Baby Bull, but it was all in Spanish. And that was because they really wanted to get Orlando Cepeda into the Hall of Fame. So they had these postcards already like pre-printed out, prepaid postage, and what they wanted you to do is to like fill out your name and address and just drop it in the mail and went straight to Cooperstown. And so it was a real big push to get Orlando Cepeda into the Hall of Fame, and he fell 7 votes short. But like, especially back then, if you felt that vote short, so that was the last time on the ballot. That was his 15th year. It was like guaranteed. You wait 5 years, you're in. And sure enough, 1999 comes around. Orlando Cepeda makes it to the Hall of Fame. So I knew I had to get him. He didn't really do many shows. He was staying, I remember, on the West Coast. He lived in San Francisco, and he had a restaurant in not Candlestick Park. By then it was pac-bell or whatever it's called today. And so fast forward 2001, I'm in San Francisco again. I wanted to see all the parks. I had to see pac-bell. So I go there, not expecting anything. And of course, there is an Orlando Cepeda food stand. And I go, it's too bad Orlando Cepeda's not here. I said to the one of the employees, he goes, oh, he's right there. And yes, I don't know why I always had a camera with me. I got to be honest. I don't know why, but yes, that is me. Hair's not terrible, but that is me and Orlando Cepeda. You see? Yep. There's me for a shot, whatever. So I didn't have a baseball or anything with me. I just had the ticket stub. And so Barry Bonds, that was the year he hit 73 home runs. And so he had 2 that day, including 1 into the Cove. And so I had Orlando Cepeda sign my ticket stub. That's put away. So then I went and I bought a baseball for like opening year for the pac-bell. He signed that. I don't know where that baseball is anymore. I probably gave it away. I'm a generous guy. So, and that was it. And I'm like, okay, that's good for a while. And then I thought, okay, I'm good. And I'm like, you know what? I want to get everyone out of baseball. So let's switch screens here. And this is what I ended up. Orlando, that is, I know it's bad lighting and everything. That's an Orlando Cepeda baseball. Again, it's signed right below somebody else, obviously, as you can see. Now, the problem with Cepeda is the only thing consistent about his autograph is the inconsistency. I mean, he signed the open O, you could see right here. He would sign, he never signed all the letters in his name. Usually he stopped at the D with a big drop down. So if we go to again, this is the PSA autograph database. You could see right here. It's an open O. Here we get L. I think that's a D. You can see the C. You can see the P and a drop down D. And I'm sure this is at a paid sign. Again, right here, open O, the L, you get to the D. You get to the D here, and that's Cepeda. I mean, the unfortunate thing is his autograph is pretty sloppy. Okay, we're getting some old autographs here that are nice. Obviously, this is from 1962. But for his modern, again, now this is a check from 1987. And again, his checks are fairly rare. I don't recall ever seeing a check out for sale outside the PSA database. I know others can chime in with that. But again, the good thing is he's not rare. I mean, again, this is 1994. Again, you're getting a D. You're getting a D. And it's just like you don't know what you're going to get with his autograph when he was doing the shows. Again, this is signed in 2000. This is one of the nicer ones. At least it's consistent. Open O. You can see the open C. It ends with the D. It ends with the drop down D there. Same thing right here. I mean, I hope you get the point. Now, here we're getting, this is a 1974 Spanish contract. This came out of Puerto Rico when like all these great autographs came out, including Josh Gibson. Same thing with this one right here when these came out of Puerto Rico. And his father was a great player in Cuba in the Mexican League. He may get in the Hall of Fame one day for being part of the Negro Leagues. But again, I digress here. So anyways, I mean, you're getting the picture right here, what Orlando Cepeda's autograph looks like. And again, you go to eBay, they have him here. And a quick story about Orlando Cepeda. I want to take this off. I'll remember be back on. So in 2018, I read he fell down, had a stroke. And the reports came out, it sounded like he was on death's door. It's like, keep him in your prayers. He's on the mend, all those bad things. And I thought, we will never see Orlando Cepeda signing an autograph again. It kind of reminded me of what happened with Kirby Puckett when he had his stroke. And I thought, that's it with Orlando Cepeda. It was a good run, and he was a good player. Glad I got to meet him and everything. But sure enough, he came on the mend. And in about 2020, he was signing autographs again, even during COVID, not very expensive. And if you look, we can go back to, again, let's go back to the correct screen here. Like, he's still doing shows. I think the last show he did was in he hasn't done many public appearances. I shouldn't say that, but he did private appearances as most recently as November 2021. And these are the autographs you're getting out of the private signings. And I have to say, they're actually getting a little bit better. They're definitely slower. There's definitely hesitation, but he's signing is more of his name. You're getting more letters out of it. So this is Manfred Ball. Yeah, so it's with MLB autographs. So this is definitely like a I would call it a post-stroke signature. And again, he just got out of a long-term facility care. But look, you're getting the D, you're getting the O, you're getting more letters out of him. Granted, it's like I said, a much slower signature. But again, you can find these autographs. This is $149. I'm sure you can get it for $100 because he's not a rare autograph. He's still doing the signing. So good for Orlando. But don't wait. I forgot who handles his autographs now. But if you're on the Facebook group, there's a group called Baseball Private Signings. I definitely recommend you join there. And if you're trying to get something signed by Orlando, the next signing, I would get it signed because who knows? He's not a young guy anymore. I forgot how old he is. I could probably look it up right now. But like I said, not a young guy. So again, if you're still waiting to get a signature, don't wait much longer. Especially with these older guys. He is 84 years old. So yeah, not a young guy at all. So he's I know he's, like I said, not in the best of shape. So that's about it. I think Henry Chadwick is next. Yeah, one of the 50 I need. Probably one of the easiest. Oh, we'll get to that next. Anyways, as always, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and keep collecting.